Hi everyone, welcome to day 10, Building Resilience. That's a great one. When I was working in education years ago, the whole focus was how we build more resilience as well as all the other mental health tools that we need to function well is I rise through challenges with grace, determination. I'm resilient. And the oracle card is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands shows us someone who's been through battles but refuses to give up. This card reminds you that even when you're weary, you're much stronger than you think. You have gathered the resilience and the strength through every difficulty that you've faced. Yes, you may be tired, but you are also ready. This is not time to quit. The Nine of Wands encourages you to protect your energy, set strong boundaries, and believe that you are so close to achieving your next breakthrough. You're almost there. Keep going and honor your incredible strength. Don't give up. Don't stop the program. Carry on. Commit to it. Commit to doing 10 to 30 minutes every day of listening to the oracle card, the affirmation about the topic, and the journal prompts. Sit down, spend some time reflecting on that. Every day you do this and you focus your mind on the intention of having a happier, healthier life with more vitality is really going to pay off. You're on day 10 now, so keep going. Okay, we're going together. I have to tell myself to get up, out of bed, do my yoga, even on days where I feel blur. Okay, and I get lots of blur days. After my car accident, I think for about 12 months, I felt like a bag of potatoes, like a really, if you're a farmer, you know, the big sacks. I felt like that every morning. And it was through doing the yoga and getting my body moving and moving the energy from my body that I started to notice it would lift. My mood would lift. I'd feel more expansive and I wouldn't have the aches and pains in the same way. They might come back, but I would shift them quicker. And that's the thing, is even when you go through challenges and something happens, you can shift it quicker. You can just decide differently. And it's easy to say once you've been through all those things, but my journey has been a long journey and at times a very challenging journey. And that's why I want to share some of these tips and tools with you so that you can what's it called, life hack your way to happiness and abundance in a much quicker time. So it's not just about celebrating your incredible resilience. It shows us someone like you who clearly faced battles and been through challenges. So this is about also, you know, reflecting on what it is you've learned and what you already know that has got you through them. But life isn't always about survival. It's not always about battles, but we need to honor that. You're a warrior of the light and the journey ahead is brighter and because of everything that you've overcome. You have to honor your scars, your victories, and your capacity to heal. I healed a lot from my car accident and from previous traumas that were also activated at the same time, because sometimes that's what happens, is everything that you've tried to cope with and maybe haven't healed properly also comes back. So today, take 15 minutes, and of course, I'll share the journal prompts with you, but take 15 minutes to connect with yourself and write yourself a heartfelt letter. Acknowledge the moments in your life where you showed incredible strength, where you showed up for yourself, even if no one else saw it. And often that's the case, isn't it? Celebrate your quiet victories. I do. Take times to choose yourself and to look at the times where you kept believing, even when you almost gave up. And many of us have been at that point a few times. I nearly completely gave up after my car accident. I'm not kidding. I just thought, oh my God, I'm throwing the towel in, I've had enough. But I couldn't stand being in that pain. And it was the pain that made me move because I thought I'm just going to end up getting stuck and not really moving beyond that. I don't think healing alone would have helped. It required several different things: music healing, crystals, sound bowl healing, eventually massage. I didn't like massage to start with because every muscle in my body had been activated and it was painful. So celebrate those quiet victories, okay? And this exercise strengthens your self-esteem and reminds you that you have a proven track record of surviving and thriving. And we want to move you from surviving and thriving into flourishing. Flourishing is where you align with your gifts, your strengths, your skills. You've learned your lessons and you're taking life as an experience. And you're moving forward and doing the things more and more that make you feel good, that light you up, and you're letting go of any toxic behavior, toxic people, toxic situations, and you're finding the communication skills to communicate with people that can also communicate back with you. Because communication skills are great, but we can be mistaken to believe that we can use them on everyone, and we can't. Some people aren't interested or are not ready to hear our voice, and also find ways forward to sort things out. And certainly toxic narcissistic partners don't do that. It's within their realm to actually keep you in a state of confusion, keep you paranoid and guessing and in a state of pain, and hoping that every time you say something, it's going to sort it out. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. And if you want to know more about the tips and tools that you can use, watch Lisa Bilyeu, who has some amazing guests on there, even CIA agents who help you find different mechanisms, as well as Dr. Ramani, who works a lot with clients who have lived with narcissistic or violent and abusive partners. Back on the good stuff, okay? Back to your self-esteem. You've developed the strength. Let's develop your self-esteem and confidence so that you can continue moving from thriving to flourishing. So the book that we're going to do is Option B by Sheryl Sandberg and Adam Grant. And this book explores how people can build resilience and find meaning after facing adversity. After a sudden death of her husband, she shares how the journey through grief and healing, while psychologist Adam brings research-backed insights into resilience. Together, they offer strategies for handling hardship, supporting others, and growing stronger through life's inevitable setbacks. Okay, so I wanted to really flag that up, that sometimes we've built a lot of resilience. We've grown up in families where we've had to, and there's been hardships, and there's been no money, and there's been avoidant or dismissive or even emotionally just, closed off parents. You can have a fairly good childhood, but parents who are still have some level of dysfunction. So we want to validate your experience and your determination to live a life that feels good, and it is possible. Okay, so like and subscribe to my page, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you want to set up a further 3-day 3-session event, where, I mean, you can have more than that, but this is about kickstarting your journey. Okay, and so thanks for sharing the time with me. I look forward to reading your comments. Let me know what kind of skills you were taught that you applied to help get you through difficult situations. Okay, and so in terms of building that resilience, remember, what powerful intention do you want to set? Okay, and how do you want to move forward in the future? And what does flourishing mean to you? Go on to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, I've been in survival mode all my life and I'm doing much better, but I want to learn not just to thrive, but how to flourish. What gifts and tools can I use that I've already got access to, as well as Mel Gabby's 30-day program that is adding to me feeling happier, healthier, and having more well-being at my disposal. Thank you for listening.